If there's one ingredient I always have in my kitchen, it is canned pumpkin, and I will never run out of this stuff. I always have a ton of cans of pumpkin in my kitchen, and I'm gonna tell you the 5 reasons why I think this should always be in your kitchen, and then we're gonna make a delicious recipe using some canned pumpkin. So let's get right into the video. So the first reason why I always have canned pumpkin is it is so versatile. You can use it in so many recipes. You can use it as a substitute for butter or oil to really reduce the calories in any baked good and keep a ton of moisture, because this stuff is thick and it will hold a lot of moisture and it will keep things nice and wet and damp. Because I can't say the word moist because internet. If you love the flavor of pumpkin and it reminds you of fall time and leaves, then just add things like cinnamon, vanilla extract, nutmeg. All of these flavors complement the flavor of pumpkin super well. But if you don't like the flavor of pumpkin, it is super easy to mask. Just add things like peanut butter, cocoa powder, powdered peanut butter, and it will get rid of that pumpkin flavor in any baked recipe. Anything you're baking, if you want to keep the wetness inside of it, add some pumpkin to it and it will stay moist for a very long time. Pumpkin is so versatile that you don't just have to use it for baked recipes. If you have a can of pumpkin and a few other ingredients in your house, you are always just a few minutes away from making a delicious spread for toast or a delicious frosting for some rice cakes. Just take some pumpkin, and if you have things like pudding mix these together and they will make a delicious frosting. Or instead of mixing your powdered peanut butter with water, mix it with some pumpkin puree and it will be some thick peanut buttery goodness. And of course, my favorite, cocoa chocolate. Mix a little bit of cocoa with pumpkin puree. You have a delicious chocolate spread. And if you're basic and you love fall time and you love pumpkin pie, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla extract, cloves. You can make yourself a pumpkin pie spread or a pumpkin pie frosting very easily. Just throw in these spices, a little bit of pumpkin puree, and a little bit of instant pudding mix in a bowl. Mix it all together, and you have a delicious frosting for some rice cakes, for some toast, or whatever you put your frosting on. Pumpkin puree is creamy, it is moist, and you know what else is creamy and moist? Greek yogurt, except that gets me right into my next reason why pure pumpkin is amazing. It fits all diets, unlike Greek yogurt. A lot of baking recipes have Greek yogurt or pumpkin as a substitute for each other. So if a baking recipe calls for Greek yogurt to add moisture, you could easily sub in pumpkin. And the reason why I like pumpkin way more than Greek yogurt is look at the rocket on my forehead. I get acne when I eat a lot of dairy, and I get acne when I have a lot of Greek yogurt. And as delicious and as creamy and as moist as Greek yogurt is, pumpkin is those same things, and it doesn't cause explosions on my forehead. Pumpkin fits all diets, whether you're vegetarian, vegan, crazy species, or if you're just trying to eat more vegetables and fruits. Pumpkin is perfect for you. And the next reason why you should be having pumpkin is it is full of fiber. So every 90 calories is a cup of pumpkin puree, and it has 6 grams of fiber, which is great because fiber keeps you full, it keeps you satiated, and just like many other vegetables, pumpkin is loaded with fiber and it will help you stay fuller for longer and stay satiated. Reason number 4 why I absolutely love canned pumpkin, it is high volume and you can use it to volumize foods without adding too many calories. Next time you make some oatmeal, add some pumpkin to it and you can have a much bigger bowl of oatmeal for not too many extra calories. Add in some cocoa powder for some chocolate oats, add in pumpkin pie spices for some pumpkin pie oats. Another thing I absolutely love is Greek yogurt bowls. And even though dairy doesn't sit well with me, I still love Greek yogurt. But instead of having a giant bowl of Greek yogurt, I'll have half Greek yogurt, half pumpkin. The calories are a lot lower and it is still so delicious. And reason number 5, it's high volume and it is low calorie. That is the name of the game when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to diet. We know we can make baked goods lower calorie by subbing it in for butter, but what are the alternatives to pumpkin? We have Greek yogurt, we have sweet potato, we have mashed butternut squash, we have applesauce, and pure pumpkin is a lot less calories than all of these other options. If any baked goods call for mashed banana, for sweet potato, for Greek yogurt, just sub in pumpkin and things will work out pretty much the same, but you will have a lot less calories in your baked good. If you didn't watch my last video, we compared Great Value, Walmart brand, to Libby's, the gold standard, the one that everyone recommends. And if you didn't see that comparison in my last video, go watch that. But spoiler, Walmart won. Like, Walmart just tasted better. It tasted just as good. It tasted thick. It tasted creamy. And so the brand of pumpkin puree you get, although some people will tell you matters, I don't know. I don't think it really does. And this stuff is cheap. It is around $1 a can. So that is eating on a budget as well. So what are we actually gonna do? Let's actually make a recipe using pumpkin, because we don't wanna just talk about why this is great. Let's actually figure out how we're gonna eat it. There are a lot of recipes that will mask the taste of pumpkin. I have recipes like protein pancakes where you can't taste the pumpkin at all because of all the chocolate that's in it. And I have recipes like pumpkin pie French toast. You let the pumpkin puree absolutely shine and you add spices to it to make it taste like pumpkin pie. Today, we're gonna be making some pumpkin pancakes, letting the pumpkin absolutely shine. But these are not gonna be just your everyday pancakes. These are gonna be super easy and super versatile. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to make them using ingredients that you already have in your house, and exactly how to make them to fit your diet and what you want. So this is gonna be the easiest, the most versatile pancake recipe that you have ever made. Step number 1, pumpkin, of course. Half cup of pumpkin puree is going right in. And if you're new, always food scale, no measuring spoons, no measuring cups. Half cup of pumpkin, or 122 grams, is going in. Next, I'm gonna crack in 2 whole eggs. One hand crack coming soon. And if you want, you can use more whole eggs, but I want more protein. I don't want any more whole eggs. So I'm gonna use 6 tablespoons of egg whites, which is 92 grams, which is equivalent to adding 2 more whole eggs in here, or the egg whites of 3 eggs. And I am feeling basic today, so I'm gonna add spices to complement the pumpkin flavor, but you don't have to. You can add whatever spices, whatever seasonings you want. I'm gonna add cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and vanilla extract. Spank. Shake. It's a 3-ingredient recipe. You got your pumpkin, you got your combination of eggs and egg whites. Your third ingredient is completely up to you. So if you wanna up the protein content of this meal, take a scoop of protein powder and throw that in. If you want to up the fiber like I do, then I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of psyllium husk. And if you don't want a bunch of extra protein or a bunch of extra fiber, maybe somewhere in the middle, you can use things like coconut flour. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour would go right in. You could use regular flour, you could use a 4th cup of regular flour, or you can cook this up just by itself, but it will taste like a pumpkin omelet. So you're going to want to add one of these 3 things to it to make it more like a pancake. I'm a fiber boy and I'm going in with 2 tablespoons of psyllium husk. And I like things sweet, so I'm gonna throw in 2 packets of artificial sweetener. The only way we know if these will kill me or not is if we time travel to the future. And I can't time travel, so I really don't know. But if you wanna use regular sugar, you can use regular sugar. If you wanna use any other sweetener, use any other sweetener. If you don't like to make these sweet, please tell me why. But now that we got our ingredients in, which were number 1, pumpkin, number 2, combo of eggs and egg whites, and number 3, powdered ingredient. I chose whole psyllium husk, but you could have chosen protein powder, you could have chosen coconut flour, you could have chosen regular flour, you could have even chosen cereal that you threw into a blender, made into a powder, and threw that in here. It does not matter what you use, just an optional 3rd ingredient to make sure these don't taste like pumpkin eggs. Whisk these until it is a thick batter. Oh, and make sure you use an orange whisk, because this is all about pumpkin, right? Look at that batter. We got it all mixed up and incorporated. If it's orange and creamy, you know you did a good job. Pan was heating on a medium-low heat. Oil spray. Lid on top, medium-low heat, 4 minutes on one side, flip it, 4 minutes on the next, and we have perfection. Not perfection, because there are better pancake recipes, but pumpkin pancake perfection, the easy way. Time to flip this thing. It is massive. Let's see if I can do it with one spatula. I don't know if that was a flip or kind of like a lift and fall, but hey, it worked. Yup, that's sugar-free syrup. You can top this off with whatever you like. Sometimes I like to top this off with fresh fruit like banana. Other times, peanut butter, Greek yogurt. It tastes good with anything, but today, I'm keeping it nice and simple with some sugar-free maple. That's a thick boy. It is fluffy, it is moist. Let's try it. So good. You did not see me try to cut that twice. It cuts like butter. I only tried to cut it once, okay? It's so good. No chance that's drying out all because of the pumpkin, but I love having this for breakfast. When I want more protein for breakfast, protein powder is going in. When I want more fiber, psyllium husk is going in. When I don't care, coconut flour is going in. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next video.